the first time in the new year, NXT is home. Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. If you thought 2015 was big, you ain't seen nothing yet. Welcome to Full Sail University. I'm Corey Graves, and please welcome back to the booth the voice of NXT, Tom Phillips. Tom, Happy New Year.
It is so good to be back here. Happy New Year to you too. I mean, I can't wait to dive into NXT with you in the new year. It is so good to be home, man.
And 2015 was a big year. We're gonna find out who won the inaugural NXT year-end awards for 2015. We asked the universe to vote. Tonight, we find out who won.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the General Manager of NXT, William Regal.
He's back.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, a very happy new year to each and every one of you. And welcome to NXT in 2016. Now, NXT is the fastest growing promotion in our industry's history. And that truly is because of each and every one of you. Thank you. We had an incredible year in 2015, and we've only just scratched the surface on where we're going to go this year. And that starts tonight, because in tonight's main event, the finest women's competitors in the world will be competing in a battle royal. And the winner will get a shot at the NXT Women's Championship. But now I would like to introduce to you someone who hasn't been in this NXT arena for quite some time. Ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn is back at Full Sail University.
What a well-deserved welcome back ovation for the heart and soul of NXT.
Corey, how good was it to see Sami Zayn back in action in London?
It felt unbelievable. Sami Zayn and I have a long history, but man, I've got all the respect in the world for this guy. I know how much it meant to him to get back in an NXT ring, and he got his wish, and it feels great.
He got soft since the last time I was here. What happened?
You know, times change.
So good to see Sami Zayn back here inside the NXT arena.
Well, it sounds like some of you remember me. But I do realize that a lot has changed in NXT throughout 2015. So for those of you that don't know me, I'd like to introduce myself. See, my name is Sami Zayn. And I'm the lead singer of a band. And it sounds to me like the band came out to play tonight. That's our #1 single. In addition to that, I'm also one of the men responsible for building NXT and making NXT what it is today. And what it is today is mighty, mighty impressive. So impressive, in fact, that we were able to recently sell out an entire tour of the UK. And now, hey, as great as it was to come back in London, there's no place like home. And home for me is Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. Now, as much as I love standing here and having you cheer me on and making me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and I do feel warm, and I do feel a little fuzzy, I came here to make an announcement, a proclamation, if you will. You see, I came here to announce that I came back to NXT to become the first two-time ever NXT champion. And listen, I know, again,
I think someone might take issue with that, Tom Phillips. This man, Samoa Joe.
Here comes trouble. Samoa Joe coming off of NXT TakeOver London. You saw the look in his eyes after the matchup with Finn Balor for the NXT Championship. Samoa Joe in no mood.
Sami, obviously, it's good to have you back. And I can appreciate your ambition. I can appreciate you wanting what used to be yours. But Sami, let's face it, I don't know what makes you think that you deserve it. Because the last time you were in this ring and you had your championship title shot, I had to come out here and save your life. And in London, at TakeOver, the champ said it himself. He didn't beat me, he barely survived. So Sami, if you want to keep that shoulder tightly tucked in that socket, I suggest you put down your microphone and you walk away.
And out comes the wolf, Baron Corbin, NXT's lone wolf. I'm sure he's got something on his mind, and we're about to find out.
Now, Joe, you usually just spit nonsense, but for once, I agree with you. Sami, your place is at the back of the line. And at NXT TakeOver London, I was victorious. But Joe, as I remember, you were not. You had your shot, and you failed. And Sami, while you were home nursing your injury, you were passed by someone more determined and more durable. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm the uncrowned NXT champion.
I'm not sure how many brain cells I damaged when I choked you out in Brooklyn. But I'll tell you what, because of that fact alone, you don't even belong in this conversation. And as for you, listen to me carefully. Know your place when you're in my ring.
Where are you going, Joe? My place is in the ring. And that's where I'm standing, Joe. I'm standing right here.
Oh my God!
Can't turn your back on Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin going after Sami Zayn. Sami is fired up. And look at Joe, look at Joe.
Looks like Samoa Joe thought better of the situation. I got a feeling this thing's far from over, Tom.
Yeah, Joe thought he had an opportunity to get Sami Zayn when he wasn't looking, when he wasn't paying attention. Sami Zayn, good to have you back here on NXT.
Bayley, what an extremely grueling match you had against Nia Jax at NXT TakeOver London. And you know, a lot of people are still wondering, how did you even get out of there still the NXT Women's Champion?
Man, Rich, I don't know. I don't know if either of us really won that match that night. It's more like I survived, because I've never faced anyone like Nia Jax. She took a lot out of me. And I honestly didn't know I had that in me. But I did know that I had to stay champion.
Well, speaking of surviving, tonight there's going to be a survivor in a prestigious battle royal to name the brand new #1 contender for your NXT Women's Championship. Are you ready to face whoever comes out on top?
I'm so excited. I love battle royals, and I'm jealous because I wish that I can be in the battle royal with them, but I'm not, and I want to wish all the women good luck. But depending on who wins, maybe I'll give them a hug. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh.
Thanks, Rich.
Well, Rich Brennan's 2016 peaking already. I can promise you there won't be any hugs in this one tonight. The NXT Tag Champs Dash and Dawson go face-to-face with NXT Originals, the Ascension. That's coming up tonight.
And the votes have been tallied and the voices of the NXT Universe have been heard loud and clear. When we return, we will finally reveal the winners of the inaugural NXT Year-End Awards. Next on NXT.
From the many, one will rise. 30 superstars, one monumental task. Outlast 29 others. Carve your destiny. And for the first time in WWE history, it's one versus all. As WWE World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns must defend his title in the Royal Rumble match. WWE Royal Rumble.
Welcome back to NXT here at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. As 2015 came to a close, we asked the NXT Universe to cast their vote to the first ever year-end awards, and you did not disappoint. Over 1 million votes were cast in this unprecedented NXT event, and here are the winners.
2015 created unforgettable moments and exciting showcases of the NXT superstars. And to celebrate the past year of accomplishments, it was up to you, the NXT Universe, to decide who was deserving of the first ever NXT Year-End Awards.
How you doing? Thank you to all the fans that voted for me and Big Cass. You've been with us every step of the way, and it's been a grind.
And if you thought 2015 was good,
2016 is going to be even bigger and even better.
You guys voted me Female Competitor of the Year in 2015, where NXT Women's Division really broke out. It's a huge honor, and I have so much to live up to.
Well, NXT Male Competitor of the Year. No, I gotta be honest. I don't do this for awards. I don't do this for trophies. I do this for championships, and I do this because I love it. I'm absolutely honored to be Male Competitor of the Year.
Nearly 16,000 rabid NXT fans have packed the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Welcome to NXT TakeOver Brooklyn.
Match of the year, oh my God, congratulations. I never got one of those.
Not yet.
No?
This is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. Bayley versus Sasha in Brooklyn is the match of the year in 2015.
All I can say is thank you, NXT Universe, because this match meant so much to me, and I couldn't have done it without Bayley and without the fans.
And it's just a moment that we'll never forget. So thank you guys so much for sharing it with us.
Wow, NXT Overall Competitor of the Year 2015. You know, 2015 really was the year that NXT became the brand, and to be awarded this honor by the NXT Universe, I'm absolutely humbled. Thank you very much.
A special thank you to everyone who participated in the WWE.com vote for the first ever NXT Year-End Awards, celebrating 2015, a year that NXT will never forget.
You think Dash and Dawson are a little ticked they didn't win Tag Team of the Year, Corey?
Understandably so. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing 201 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa! And his opponent from London, England, weighing 215 pounds, Danny Burch!
I don't know about you, Tom, but I'm pretty stoked to see Tommaso Ciampa back in the NXT ring. This guy opened a lot of eyes last time we saw him. He silenced a lot of doubters, myself included. Stood toe-to-toe with Samoa Joe in one of the hardest-hitting matches I've seen in NXT.
And especially the mood that Samoa Joe has been in as of late, leading up to NXT TakeOver London. We got to touch on what we saw kick off NXT here tonight. Samoa Joe telling Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin basically he is the #1 contender, that the others have to go to the back of the line.
You know, all three gentlemen have a very valid claim to the #1 contendership, but I feel like we're going to find out sooner than later.
Tommaso Ciampa trying to take Danny Burch down to the mat here. Danny Burch, also very familiar with NXT. How important is a win here tonight for Ciampa and Danny Burch in the new year?
To start off a new year with a big victory on NXT is massive for any superstar, established or otherwise. These guys can keep on rolling. Like I said, Ciampa, wow, God.
Shot to the shoulder there at Danny Burch, and Ciampa catches one on the jaw. Top rope, Danny Burch with a missile drop kick.
2016 is probably going to be the biggest year ever in NXT. Coming out of the box with a big win is essential.
NXT not just in the state of Florida, all over the country, all over the world, in fact. It's a big opportunity for Danny Burch as he goes into the cover here, and Ciampa up at one. Not even one count. Danny Burch has been here multiple times here on NXT. What's it going to take for Danny Burch to impress?
Danny Burch continues to impress. Every time we see him, he gets a little better. He's one of the toughest guys I've ever known. Grew up in London, a brawler. He'll punch you right in the mouth, put you right to sleep.
Wear down Tommaso Ciampa here. Oh. This is what it's all about for these young NXT superstars and women. You're trying to gain an opportunity. You're trying to move up here in NXT.
If you're a guy like Tommaso Ciampa who's had a little time here in NXT, this guy travels the world.
Ooh, wow. Ooh, look at Ciampa go.
Just goes to show you how bad he wants it. A guy like Ciampa travels the world getting better, trying to get the best opportunities. NXT is the place to be for him.
Ciampa looking to take advantage. Look at this. Oh, face first off the top rope. Cover hook to the inside leg, and Burch kicked out at two.
Take another look at this. Bam! Face first into the mat. What a move by Ciampa.
You ever seen anything like that before?
Only from Ciampa.
Ooh! Ciampa, oh man! Gained such a reputation all over the world. Now Danny Burch connects on the ear.
That's it.
Man!
Ciampa's out.
Ciampa just crumpled. Here's the cover from Burch, and he kicked out.
Wow, what a right hand by Burch. That's what I'm talking about, that London bar fighting style of his. One shot can change the entire course of a match.
That was just a straight right hand to Ciampa.
The power of Burch.
Oh! Ciampa connecting right on the elbow there, Danny Burch.
Off the ropes, guys. Come on, listen up. Back it up. Let's go.
What a forearm by Burch.
These two been just slugging away at each other. Ooh!
Oh my gosh!
This has been brutal.
But Ciampa's starting to make himself a reputation for these hard-hitting shots.
Well, Ciampa was looking for another one there. Backslide by Danny Burch. Ciampa breaks free. Look at this.
Oh, what an armbar.
Man!
What an innovative armbar. Burch has no choice.
That is incredible.
Here is your winner by submission, Tommaso Ciampa.
Well, I said before how essential it is to start the new year with a big W, and Tommaso Ciampa got just that. What an impressive, this guy, every time I see him, gets better and better. I said I had my doubts about him, and he has removed them. Let's take another look at this innovative offense. Hanging Burch up on the top rope. Face first goes Burch.
Incredible there. Danny Burch would hang around, however, was looking for the backslide here. This is absolutely incredible. Look at Ciampa slide into this armbar, Corey.
The shoulder, the elbow, all that torque. Ciampa just tearing away at Burch's arm, and Burch had no choice but to tap out. Well done, Tommaso Ciampa. It's going to be a big 2016.
Dash and Dawson, we do not forget.
Enzo and Cass didn't go to London for a cup of tea. We went there for a fight. And the credit bureau ain't breathing down our necks. Because we pay credit where credit is due. But we still got 0 pounds and 0 dimes. Because real G's, they never lose. They either win or they learn. And what I learned about you guys is the same thing I should have known all along when you hid behind a woman. You got no backbone. Boneless. Chicken tenders. So those titles you've been using as corsets are just used to cover up the fact that you're SAWFT soft.
We have some unfinished business with you two. And the next time that we see you, business will be finished. How you doing?
Tonight, we find out who is the #1 contender to Bayley's NXT Women's Championship in an over-the-top rope battle royal. Let's hear from some of the competitors in tonight's big match.
In case you've forgotten, my name is Billie Kay, and tonight I'm going to bring the NXT Women's Division to its knees by becoming the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship.
My name is Deonna Purrazzo, or better known as the woman that Asuka knocked out cold. But tonight, you're going to forget that ever happened when I win the #1 Contenders Battle Royal.
Surprise, surprise. Emma has to prove herself again. Well, fancy that. Just like every week, I'm gonna do what I normally do. And I'm gonna make this all about me, the #1 contender.
We'll hear from more of the competitors in the Women's Championship #1 Contender Battle Royal as NXT continues. But up next, the NXT Tag Team Champions are in action as they take on arguably the most dominant team in NXT history, the Ascension. Don't go anywhere, that match is next.
After mulling over what happened tonight between Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe and Baron Corbin, before their scuffle broke out, everybody's got a legitimate point. But like everything else here in NXT, I've thought about it, and the only way we can settle this is in the ring. And so, to find out who the #1 contender for the NXT Championship is, we'll be having a triple threat between Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, and Baron Corbin, and that will happen in 2 weeks here on NXT.
What an announcement from William Regal, a triple threat match for the #1 contender to the NXT title.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 466 pounds, they are the NXT Tag Team Champions, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder.
You talk about two guys who ended 2015 on the highest of notes. Dash and Dawson, the reigning NXT Tag Team Champions, doing their thing like only they can do in London. What a way to end the year. It's going to be a bigger year this year.
Dash and Dawson went into NXT TakeOver London talking a big game, and they certainly backed it up against Enzo and Cass.
Uh-oh.
They're back.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 487 pounds, Connor and Victor, the Ascension.
Dash and Dawson may have had the hottest 2015 of any tag team, but here at Full Sail, this is the home court. This is home base. This is where Ascension started the wasteland. There's never been a tag team come through here that's done as much damage as Connor and Victor.
The longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions in history. Our good broadcast colleague Byron Saxon has referred to them as the gatekeepers. And to be honest, this team can be a real measuring stick for teams here on NXT. Dash and Dawson have certainly been on a roll, as you mentioned, ending 2015, but can they get past Connor and Victor of the Ascension?
We're about to find out. This is going to be arguably the biggest challenge Dash and Dawson have faced up to this point.
How do you think Dash and Dawson spent their holidays?
They're beating people up.
Down and around North Carolina looking for fights.
Wait, they're in the ring with the Ascension. Connor and Victor, two strange dudes, and you're thinking Dash and Dawson's holiday.
They're weird guys. Ooh, look at Victor. Look at the aggression just pouring out of Victor.
I'm telling you, Dash won't back down, but I don't know if you want to do this to Connor and Victor. This is their house, man. These guys have done all the damage.
Look at Dash. Dash not backing down, but now those big uppercuts coming into play. This is just a fight.
Wow, what a chop by Victor.
Ooh. Oh, and Dash takes him down.
And there it is, right out of the gate, that tag team expertise that we see all the time from Dash and Dawson.
Tag made to Scott Dawson. I would imagine the tag team champions would take exception to you saying that this is the Ascension's house.
Up to this point, it has been. I mean, if Dash and Dawson want it to be their house, they can earn it.
Well, I would argue that the Ascension have home field advantage, quote unquote. Well, what Dash and Dawson have done over the last few months has been absolutely incredible.
Wouldn't disagree with you in the least.
Here's the cover from Dawson. Forearm in the face and a kick out.
High low, high low, high low.
Look at this aggression by Dawson.
And Dawson and Dash have talked about this big tag team revival, and is it a way for them to justify shortening the careers of NXT superstars in tag team action?
Listen, they want to be the best in the business of what they do, and right now, wow, look at this. This aggression, this expert tag team work that Dash and Dawson show time and time again. The tag team renaissance, I mean, you can give them credit for it. These guys are starting the whole thing.
But they've been continuing to say that they're out to hurt people. They don't care who they hurt or why. All that it matters to them is that they win and that they become the NXT Tag Team Champions.
Well, you know what? The only reason you need are the tag team titles they wore to the ring.
Elbow
That's all
on
the
the back
justification.
of the head. Cover and a kick out by Victor.
Don't question their motives. Just look at the results.
We did get a look at the NXT year-end awards for 2015. I noticed that Dash and Dawson did not win Tag Team of the Year.
It's a travesty of justice is what it is.
They weren't even second.
It's ridiculous. This is why you can't trust the wrestling fans.
Enzo and Cass winning 2015 Tag Team of the Year. I imagine you're not too crazy about that. Who did you vote for?
I voted for Dash and Dawson.
That's a shame. Vic trying to muscle his way into the corner. Connor, nearly 300 pounds. Not too many superstars like that here on NXT.
Who are you to judge who I voted for? I'm sorry, I like the teams that actually win, Tom.
Yeah, you like the team that hurts people and tries to shorten their careers before they can even get an opportunity at Raw, SmackDown, or even WrestleMania.
Who are the champs, Tom? Who are the champs, Tom?
Champs are Dash and Dawson. But Victor, look at this, creating an opening. Can Victor get into the corner? Can he tag in the bludgeon Connor? There's the tag to Dawson, and Victor made the tag. Oh, you can see Dawson looking to back down immediately.
Once Connor gets rolling, he's like a runaway train.
This just isn't the matchup that Dawson wanted. Oh, nice moves by the big man. Connor, oh, into the corner. Face first goes Dawson. And look at this, Dash trying to get involved, distracting the official here. Connor could add the 3 count right there.
Oh, there goes Victor.
And Connor dumping Dash outside the ring. Uh-oh, this is bad news here for Dawson.
Dawson landed on his feet almost.
Whoop, tag was made. I don't know if Dawson or Connor saw it.
Oh, there it is.
Knees to the midsection. And Dash and Dawson get the win.
Here are your winners, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder.
It wasn't pretty. Dawson and Wilder taking pride in the fact that it's not ever pretty. They're not here to do flips and tricks. They're here to win.
Let's take a look back here at this matchup. Take a look at this. This was Connor. Oh, and there's the tag. I don't know if that was planned or inadvertent there, but nonetheless it worked for Dash and Dawson. Knees to the midsection would put down the Ascension. An impressive victory for Dash and Dawson to knock off former NXT Tag Team Champions.
When you're Dash and Dawson, sometimes you got to elbow your partner in the head to win the match.
It worked.
I'm sorry, Tara, but I've got to know right now, is Nia able to compete tonight in this Battle Royal?
You know, after getting choked out by Bayley, I just think she needs a couple more weeks to heal. I'm sorry, but she's not medically cleared.
Come on!
It's okay,
Seriously?
girl. It's okay.
Regal, you're not gonna let me in it?
I can't go against
okay.
anybody.
Serious?
I can't go against
It's
anybody with
okay.
medical orders, right?
It's all right.
Sorry.
Really?
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. You'll be back so soon. You'll be back. I got this tonight for us.
Tonight is the biggest opportunity of my career.
And 2016 is a brand new start. That's about to become a whole lot more fabulous. How you doing?
I have not been given much of an opportunity here in NXT. So tonight, the #1 Contenders Battle Royal, the Venus flytrap of NXT, is going to take that opportunity and make it my own.
All these other women in this Battle Royal want to win, but I will win. Because Bayley, I'm focused on you. Because I deserve another shot at the NXT Women's Championship.
WWEshop.com has found its next way to fit you. What else will you find?
The days of the demon are here.
The NXT Championship! I have a legacy that I want to start. I'm proud to hold this NXT Women's Championship.
NXT
is the future, and the future is now. Don't miss what's next at WWEshop.com and find what fits you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 217 pounds, he is the Drifter, Elias Samson.
There's certainly a lot more questions than answers right now about Elias Samson after we saw his debut last month at the SSE Arena in London. What was your takeaway?
I'm kind of shocked that he's here already. I figure the last time we saw him was in London. He's a drifter. Probably not going to use public transportation. How did he end up in Orlando in less than a month?
Well, he could have taken a ferry, a cruise ship. Maybe it was a stowaway. I don't know how the heck he got here. I haven't been here in a long time, but I mean...
I don't know a lot about this guy. I see him around. I try to talk to him. I try to ask him questions. We're from the same hometown. I figure maybe we could talk about the Steelers or something. The guy won't talk to me. And I don't know how you don't want to talk to me.
Well, not that many people do want to talk to you. The fact that I'm getting paid is the reason I'm sitting here.
You say the eyes are the window to a man's soul. When you look in the eyes of Elias Samson, it's like they're blacked out. You don't know what's going on in this guy's head, in his mind.
The doors of perception are closed. Opponent getting ready here, Corey Hollis. I don't think he quite knows what to make of Elias Samson. Look at Samson going right after Hollis here to start this match off. I don't know, Grace, what do you think? Is this the kind of guy that you see kind of walking down the highway late at night, just hitching a ride? I mean, what do you think that means, the drifter?
I don't know. I tried to ask him, but he won't talk to me. I don't know why you keep asking me about this guy. I don't know anything.
I asked around the NXT locker room. Everybody says he's been referring to himself as the Johnny Cash of NXT.
Oh, come on now. We can't even go there. Anyone that refers to themselves or even compares themselves to Johnny Cash is just the worst kind of person. Oh, Cash was a legend. This guy, he's a rookie.
Right across the bridge of the nose there of Hollis. There's something wrong behind those eyes. Still hammering away now at Hollis in the corner.
Just driving that foot right into the sternum of Hollis. First time we've seen some sort of smile from Samson. First emotion we've seen tonight.
What is the rest of the roster at least thought of Elias Samson?
I don't know. I don't think he spends much time around him. The guy's a drifter. He comes and goes as he pleases. He's obviously got some sort of vendetta or agenda. I don't know what it is.
Wow. Hollis just got launched halfway across the ring by Samson. He's laughing.
Listen, I mean, he's definitely a strange cat. This is disrespectful to Corey Hollis, though. I mean, the guy's looking to make a name for himself, and Samson's just
into the cover very casually and a kick out.
You can't waste that much time with anybody in NXT and walk out with a victory.
Is Elias just toying here with his opponent? I mean,
I don't know why. Look, when you're new in NXT, you show up and you try to make an impact. You don't toy with people. You don't mess around. You get in there and you do business.
Is it confidence?
Maybe. I don't know what's going on in the guy's head.
Just like that, look at Samson teeing off on Hollis. Ooh, and a neck breaker. The cover here from Samson, and that is it.
Here is your winner, Elias Samson.
Man of few words, but many, many actions. Did you see the velocity on that neck breaker?
There was a tremendous amount of torque on it. At the same time, there is a viciousness in Elias Samson. Let's take a look back here. Watch this. This kick. Oh, launching Hollis across the ring. And then he would just sit on the top turnbuckle and watch.
But this right there was the end of it all for Corey Hollis. Elias Samson We don't know much about him, but I have a feeling that sometime in the future, hopefully, we find out. And this with the guitar, I don't know. Why is he playing in the ring with a guitar?
I have no idea.
What this place needs is what I am.
I'd like to say we got some answers out of Samson tonight, but I don't know. I'm perplexed. Right now, we want to shift our attention because the big talk in the NXT universe coming into 2016, of course, was NXT TakeOver London, and it was highlighted by an NXT Championship match. Finn Balor defending the title against Samoa Joe.
Balor and Joe promised an epic battle, and they did not disappoint. Let's go back to our colleague Alex Reyes, who's with NXT champion Finn Balor.
Finn, we just saw footage of your match from NXT TakeOver London against Samoa Joe, perhaps one of the greatest matches we've seen here on NXT. Now, in 2 weeks, William Regal has said that we will have a triple threat match between Samoa Joe, Baron Corbin, and Sami Zayn to determine the new #1 contender for your NXT Championship.
Yeah, Alex, the match in London, it was physically draining. The match in London, it was mentally draining. Samoa Joe, he's a monster. That was one of the toughest matches of my career. But that's my job. I am the NXT champion. The champion never rests. Night after night, I face every challenger, head to head. Now it's just a matter of waiting to find out who is the #1 contender. You know, they all plead a good case. Baron Corbin thinks he's the uncrowned champion. Sami Zayn, he's a good friend of mine, and in my opinion, he is one of the greatest competitors on the planet. And Samoa Joe, well, we've seen it in London. Samoa Joe is just a monster that will never go away. But none of this matters, because as far as I'm concerned, the NXT Championship is staying with Finn Balor.
And speaking of championships, you can bet Bayley will be watching our next match very closely as the top female competitors in NXT all vie for an opportunity to be #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship. Let's hear from the rest of the participants in this highly anticipated Battle Royal.
People have been asking, where's Cameron? Well, I'm here to prove that I'm more than just a funkadactyl, because tonight, I'm gonna be the winner and the #1 contender for the Women's Battle Royal. Girl, bye.
Hello everyone, my name's Elias, and tonight I make my NXT debut in a Battle Royal for the #1 contendership. And what a way to debut than to win.
My name is Liv Morgan, and I'm gonna win this NXT Women's Battle Royal for the #1 contendership. And I'm not only gonna do it for myself, I'm gonna do it for my family, I'm gonna do it for the NXT universe, I'm gonna do it for Jersey, and I'm gonna do it for the gram. Brah!
Tonight, I become #1 contender.
Welcome back to NXT, and as we heard from General Manager William Regal, we will officially determine a new #1 contender for Finn Balor's NXT Championship in just 2 weeks, as Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, and Baron Corbin get set to compete in a huge triple threat match. Which of these 3 superstars will contend with Finn Balor for the NXT Championship? We'll find out 2 weeks from today on NXT. It is time for the first main event of 2016.
This is the Women's Over-the-Top Battle Royal to determine the #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. From Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Bliss has certainly been in the title picture before. Tonight could be a big opportunity.
from Melbourne, Australia, Emma!
I'm just glad to see that Emma's okay. I was really concerned for her after her bout with Asuka in London. Just glad she's here. Speaking of glad she's here.
From Staten Island, New York, Carmella!
A big opportunity for Carmella as well here tonight.
Carmella's my pick to win the whole thing, Phillips.
Really?
That's right. Wait a minute. Wait, can I change my pick?
Oh my God, yeah, go ahead. Put your phone down. You don't need to take pictures every time you come down
From
here.
Concord, California, Eva Marie!
Eva Marie will win this Battle Royal and become the new #1 contender, and I will rejoice.
You just fanboy every time she comes out here? What is this?
Uh-oh.
From Osaka, Japan, Asuka!
Can I change my pick one more time?
Yep, go
one more
ahead.
change.
Yep, go ahead. Asuka. Everything that Asuka has done has been so impressive here. Eva,
come on, Asuka.
Eva probably should have gotten out of the way. Let's be fair, it's Asuka. Would you get in Asuka's way? I'll take that as a no. You throw Asuka into the mix, anything can happen with all these women in this over-the-top battle royal.
Look at this, though, right off the bat. All of these women know exactly how dangerous Asuka is.
Oh, man! Down goes your second pick.
And Eva Marie rolled out under the bottom rope. Remember, it's got to be up over the top rope. Both feet touch the floor.
And the winner of this match will become the #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship. I mean, who in their right mind wants a piece of Asuka right now?
Oh, there's Emma.
And Emma.
Emma, there's an answer to your question. Obviously, a lot of history. Emma hasn't forgotten what went down in London. Taking advantage of the numbers game. Asuka distracted, and Emma not afraid to take advantage.
Emma and Asuka tied up here in the corner, already trying to eliminate Asuka.
Probably a smart strategy. It's brilliant.
And then, meanwhile, the near corner here looks like Alexa Bliss, Peyton Royce, and Cameron all tied up. Smart idea to try and get Alexa Bliss out of here early. Emma and Asuka going back to NXT TakeOver London. Emma's been dying to get a piece of Asuka.
Emma hanging on for dear life. There's Billie Kay. Cameron in the corner. Look at using those long legs to her advantage.
Ooh. And no eliminations just yet here. We are gonna see more in just a moment. This #1 contenders battle royal continues here.
What can your family do for $9.99? See a ball game? Nope. Go to the movies? How about a museum? Don't think so. But now, there's one thing $9.99 a month will get you. Uninterrupted access to WWE Network with the new WWE Network gift card. Buy it with cash, pay once, and get groundbreaking original series. All 12 live pay-per-views including WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and more. All for only $9.99 per month. No credit card required, no additional costs. The WWE Network gift card. Get it now, exclusively at Walmart.
Women's Battle Royal to determine the #1 contender to the NXT Women's Champion, Bayley. Rules are you have to go over the top rope. Both feet have to touch the floor to be eliminated. So far, no woman has been eliminated. Who will step up to face Bayley next? And look at Emma. Look at this middle of your screen there going up against Asuka. Ooh, and Liv Morgan able to battle out of the corner. Cameron stuck with Elias, seen her before on Breaking Ground. No eliminations just yet. Remember, you have to go over the top rope. Bo and Elias, the first one eliminated. Both feet hit the floor.
You jinxed her, Phillips.
That might have been
The biggest opportunity of the young woman's life, and you screwed it up. Way to go.
Peyton Royce here trying to get Liv Morgan out of the ring, representing the 201. Now look at Emma. Emma is all over the place in this match.
She knows what's at stake. She knows the opportunity at hand.
Pouncing on any opportunity she can find.
Well, she's got a lot to prove after London.
Whoa, oh, Deonna Purrazzo just got flipped over the top rope by Cameron.
What agility by Cameron.
Two women have been eliminated so far. Far corner there, Asuka trying to push Billie Kay up into the turnbuckle. Alexa Bliss has been in a lot of trouble so far in this match.
She's still in though. No matter how much jeopardy you're in a battle royal, until your feet hit the ground, it's never over.
It's a little different when she doesn't have Blake and Murphy.
Stop it. These people all spreading rumors and untruths.
Oh my God! Oh!
I don't know what Liv Morgan was going for there, but it didn't work out.
Was Liv gonna try and powerbomb Cameron over the top rope? That's some impressive power from Liv Morgan. She's going for it again. Oh, Cameron. Cameron caught.
Cameron hanging on.
Cameron trying to take Liv Morgan over the top rope.
And Alexa Bliss eliminates them both. You don't need Blake and Murphy when you're good, Tom.
Fair enough.
Let's take another look at that, Tom. Let me say it, because I actually didn't naysay it. 2 for the price of 1.
Look at this. Carmella was turning the dilemma back on Emma.
You hear Emma say, it's about me. Oh my gosh.
Crossbody into the corner, and this is how dangerous Emma can be. Oh, and look at Alexa Bliss.
Carmella out to the floor. Remember, she didn't go over the top rope. She's still in this one.
Have to go over the top rope. Both feet have to touch the floor to be eliminated.
In fact, it's not a bad strategy. You just take some time out, catch a breather. Billie Kay still hanging tough in there with Asuka.
Oh, Alexa Bliss, this could be trouble for Bliss. Emma trying to take Bliss out of the equation. Oh, hold on, looking for a sleeper from behind here, Corey.
Maybe not the best strategy in a battle royal to put somebody to sleep, but whatever works right now. Oh!
It's gotten physical here between Emma and Alexa Bliss. Billie Kay still trying to...
Bliss is in a precarious position up on that top rope.
Yeah, in a bad spot here. Emma could be close to another elimination here.
Power by Emma.
Oh, Bliss went over the top rope. Oh, both feet at the floor. She's eliminated.
What a backhand by Emma.
Many would have picked Alexa Bliss to be a favorite here in this matchup. So the 4 in the ring right now: Emma, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, and Asuka. And don't forget, Carmella slid underneath the bottom rope.
You want to talk about how much the opportunity to be #1 contender means? Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, Emma, they all came up together in Australia. These 3 girls trained together. They wrestled against each other. They're very, very close, and they're willing to do whatever they have to do for a victory here tonight.
Top rope here. Emma in trouble against her two former Australian women here. Oh, man, top rope, and Emma just battling out. Uh-oh. Oh, Asuka with the kick.
Kicked her right off the top rope, but Emma's hung up.
Emma holding on. Look at Asuka, shots to the spine, and down goes Emma. Emma clutching at her knee. Asuka, double team here by Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. They could eliminate Asuka right here. Asuka in trouble, trying to hold herself up from the bottom rope. Asuka holding on for dear life here, and she's still in the match. Went over the top rope, but she's back in.
Billie Kay and Peyton Royce working very well together. I said they've known each other a long time. They arrived here in NXT the same time, and they're sharing a common goal right now to eliminate Asuka, and that's actually a very good strategy. Well, they did.
Well, that common goal just went out the window. Look at Peyton Royce and Billie Kay now tangled up. Billie Kay out on the rope. She did go over the top. Oh, and Asuka with the elbow. Billie Kay hanging on. What, Peyton Royce?
Wow, what agility by Royce hanging on.
Royce over the top rope, so did Billie Kay. Asuka! Asuka took them both out.
That's it, Asuka's the last one left. No, she's not.
Eva Marie! Eva Marie tried to eliminate Asuka, she did!
She won, I picked her all along.
Eva Marie just eliminated Asuka.
I told you, Phillips, that's exactly what was gonna happen.
You have got to be kidding me.
I'm not kidding you, I am rejoicing. Eva Marie, oh, wait.
Carmella back in the match.
Here is your winner and the new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship, Carmella.
Well, there you see NXT Women's Champion Bayley. The questions have been answered. She will now square off against her friend Carmella. But with that title on the line, I mean, do friendships still hold up? Either way, Carmella, well done, #1 contender to the Women's Championship.
I gotta say this, bada bing, find a woman in the ring.
All right, I wish you wouldn't say things anymore.
What a win for Carmella. Let's take a look back here. A lot of people thought they had the win locked up here. Look at this, Asuka with a double elimination of Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. We thought the match was over, but Eva Marie would climb back in and a very surprising elimination against Asuka.
It wasn't surprising, it was genius. But then here you go, Eva Marie outsmarted at her own game by Carmella. What a brilliant strategy by Carmella. And for the record, Tom, she's the one I picked to win the whole thing. You can play
and
the
then
tape
you
back.
doubled back a bunch of times because that's the way you play it. The NXT universe went absolutely nuts for Carmella.
What an opportunity at hand for Carmella, the new #1 contender for Bayley's NXT Women's Championship.
Hey.
Speaking of Bayley.
Oh, what a moment.
They won't be hugging when that title's up for grabs.
Two great friends.
Carmella should clothesline her right now.
Oh, come on. Champion and challenger.
Congratulations, Carmella. Looking forward to see these two friends throw down over the richest prize in the women's division.
That smile on Asuka's face, that never means anything good. Well, the big story tonight, the #1 contender to the NXT Women's title is Carmella. Congratulations.